Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reading Sprints for the Shorty Shuffle. I'm Kate. This is my channel, Chapter K. And do you want to introduce yourself, Paula?
Hi, sure. My name is Paola, and my channel is Paola. Like, if you put it on the YouTube URL, it's Paola Mancera. But if you write it down, it's Paola Guerrero. It's fine. And my pronouns are she, her. I am in Mexico. I am Mexican, and I'm very excited to read all these short little novellas, novels, whatever, because I have quite a few of them, and I would really love to get them read before the end of the year.
Yes, I was going to put your link in the description, which I will do as soon as I can get to it because everything is going super slow. But we will get to it. Let's see. Make sure I can get it. But yeah, this is for the Shorty Shuffle. I'm also reading books for the Kaboomathon, which is a graphic novel readathon. So I'm trying to combine my TBRs, which isn't actually as hard as I thought it would be. So that's exciting because when I did the wheel, I've got a lot of things that I was already including, and so it worked out really good. So hopefully it I'll be able to actually finish them and stuff like that. I'm going to put the link to your channel, Paul, into the chat. There we go. Yay. I hope that was the correct link and everything. Sweet. Okay. So that way if anyone needs to get there, they can, and I can put it in the description later as well. So what are you currently reading, or what's your TBR?
My TBR is I just closed it because I'm dumb like that. I'm not dumb. My brain is just scattered because it's been just it's I don't know, but I've been going to bed really late, and in consequence I've been up really late, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But anyway,
I
so
feel
my
that I've had the same situation recently. And you were just on our live show, like you were just on one, so you're still going.
yeah, exactly. Um, but at least for these, I'm like somewhat prepared and like calm because I had when the Latinx Heritage Month Book Fest wrapped up, I did the thank you live show, which was a bust because it sucked really bad. That's why I unlisted it. Um, and then I did like literally the day after I did the live show with Taylor to talk about Here to Stay, which was the group book, and I was just so tired that I was like barely functioning. Today I'm functioning okay.
That's good. That's good. I
Yeah.
I feel that. Sometimes it's hard to get better than I'm here and we're just
Yeah,
gonna do our best. So
exactly. So for my TBR, I did a little bingo thingy on Canva, and I spun the wheel. I think as soon as I had it done, I was like, I need to spin the wheel right now, otherwise it's gonna take me forever. So wasn't on my TBR. It's Forever Yours by Shilpa Mudigati. Sorry. They're all romance, by the way, except for one. 12 Dates of Christmas by Real C. Adams for the four words or more title. Um, the For the gift prompt, I'm reading Solstice Dream by Alexis Daria, which is, I think, it's about a witch. I don't know what any of these are about, by the way. I just know they're romance.
they're about romance.
Four Elements, Damaged Goods by Talia Hibbert. For a seasonal book, I'm reading New Year's Kiss by D. Rose. The title, oh, I misspelled the prompt. Anyway, the title plus the name that start with the same letter. I had two. One is called Pittsburgh something, and the other one is is called Punished by the Stud, which is an erotica thing, and the cover is very erotica themed, which is fun.
Yeah.
I've never read erotica. I do read like BDSM type of stuff, but never like things that look like this.
Yeah.
So for out of my comfort zone, I'm reading Haunted because it's paranormal, and I've I think I've only ever read one paranormal romance. And for one word title, I'm reading 8 by Rilsey Adams, which is also a hot cover. And then the horror one is called A Masked Murder. Oh, no, it's not horror. It's mystery, and it's
Oh,
for most recently acquired. And I like the cover. It's not really spooky,
yeah.
but I enjoy. My eyes get happy.
Happy eyes. That's good. Because that, it helps. Honestly, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I do every time.
Yeah, everybody does.
That's why they're there. It's not just to
Mm-hmm.
protect the book, it's to show a little bit about it. So my TBR, I spun a couple of times, like 7 times, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like I'm doubling on some of them. So the first one was the LGBTQ rep, and so I am reading, or I actually already finished this one. I was reading Monstrous because
Oh.
there's, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, there's not like a specific defined relationship that I have seen, but like there's one kind of vague relationship, but I'm not sure, like what the nature of it is entirely. But some of the
Mm-hmm.
other things that are going on are just very,
Mm-hmm.
very LGBT. So, yeah, so I read that one and I already finished that one. And then the title that starts with the same letter as my name,
Oh, okay.
I got that one too. And I'm reading Coda. It's a graphic. I'm doing a lot of graphic novels. Is Coda, and it's this like it's like a fever dream. It's very, very colorful and bright and all over the place. Which honestly, those are some of my favorite kind of graphic novels that are super bright and colorful. But it's like this bard guy who has like a mutant unicorn and is searching for his wife who was like kidnapped or something. So that one's fun. And then the seasonal book, I'm doing A Christmas Carol, which is just in this big Christmas compendium thing that I have, because it's our December read for the Goth Lit Club, where we read Gothic literature and stuff like that. Because I mean, it's Christmas and ghosts, so it's a good combination. And then the other one I got was one word title, which I have 4 that are one word titles. So Monstrous, Coda, and then Afar and Fly Away are both one word titles. So I have a lot of one word titles. I don't really have any that are out of my comfort zone, even though that was on here, except for Monstrous, which I like dark graphic novels, but it's like to a level that is similar to like really dark manga. It has like certain vibe about it that I can't really explain very well. But like that vibe is kind of out of my comfort zone, so I'm reading that. And then the 4 elements on the cover, I have all of these have like, except for Afar, have like a plant of some sort, so I'm gonna count that as an element. And then my most recently acquired book was Afar. So those are my little books right now. But what I'm currently reading today is going to be Coda, I think, because it's just where I'm going right now. So it's small and unthreatening. So yeah. Which one are you going to read today? I think you're muted.
Excellent question. Before we came up with this readathon, I was reading 8, so maybe I will try to read that one from the beginning. But I'm also craving a little bit of like Talia Hibbert, so maybe Damaged Goods. I don't know. One of those two.
Just like reach out and whichever one you touch first.
Yes, exactly. They're all in my Kindle. So whichever. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see whichever comes up first. Because I don't know how people. Can you organize your Kindle? Is that a thing? I don't know.
I don't know, because I can't read on a screen very well, so I have
Mm.
to read physically because I just like can't process, which is funny because I spend so much time on the internet. But like when I'm reading, I can't like process on a screen.
It's an acquired skill because
Yeah.
I used to be so opposed to that.
Hmm.
But then it was a good way to get um like cheap books because digital books on my iPad or at least on Apple Books are often cheaper
Yeah, that's true.
than the physical ones.
You can carry a
Um,
lot with you.
what the hell? I can't find any of the books because I feel like all of the ones that I got now are from the what is it called? Oh, from Black Friday. That
Oh yeah.
um the, mm, oh, I forgot I had some of my NetGalley reads. Oh my god. NetGalley is going to be the bane, the end of my reader life.
Oh no.
Where are they? Oh, here it is. A Masked Murder. I'm gonna read that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Somebody's here. Yay.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing today? What are you reading? Matt Galley is pain.
Yeah. The worst part is that I don't even like I hate it so much because they have really cool stuff in their read now section, and I always like to like stick it to publishers because they don't have to approve me for those, and then my ratio goes way down.
Hmm. Oh, Aristotle and Dante.
Ooh.
Heard so many good things about it. Let's see. Where's my timer? I was trying to find my timer so we could start the reading. How does 25 minutes
Mhm.
sound for everybody? Let's see. Yes, read with us. Okay. Do y'all want to do? I just found a really cute 20-minute timer, so let's do a 20. This is how I'm picking my times, is by what timer is the cutest. So let's see. Let's try. How about 20? We'll do 20 minutes. Let me see if I can pull it up, if it'll work. There we go. All right. Let me do a screen share. This is always a process. I swear. Screen share. Okay. Let's do that. And we will. Hopefully this will work the way I want it to. Hey, Brody. Okay. So we are getting ready to start our first sprint. We're going to do 20 minutes. And hopefully nothing will go funky on me. I gotta mute my mic. How did everybody do? Hope I'm not scaring anyone. Looks like Paula is still reading.
Hi.
Hello.
I did okay. Oh, is this thing working?
Yes. I think your picture isn't moving, but I can hear you. Oh, now it is.
Okay. Yeah, let me turn off the Wi-Fi here. On the, what's it called? The Kindle. That.
Yeah. See, that works better. I don't know how many pages I've read because it's always hard to tell with graphic novels because they don't all have page numbers. This one has no page numbers. So I read a chunk of it. Yeah. I just really like the colors in this one because they're very like, I don't know, they're all like very, they kind of
Ooh.
remind me of like candy and sunsets and stuff, but it's like all really dark content, but the colors are not dark. So it doesn't really match. But Brody got 42. Haley got 2 chapters of Siege and Storm. Did I read Siege and Storm?
Whoa, Siege and Storm. Is that a Lee Bardugo book?
Isn't that the second one in
The Grisha trilogy?
Yeah, I think I read that one, but I haven't read Ruin and Rising. It's over there, but I just don't really have the
I
motivation.
haven't read any of her. No, I haven't read any of her books. And I kind of want to,
but
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I
42
like
pages. Brody, what
that's
are
still
you
good.
reading? That's fun. That's good. Yeah, it is the second book. Okay, cool. Have you read Lee Bardugo's books?
I read Six of Crows and I read the first 2 in that trilogy. I have the third in the trilogy. I don't have whatever the second the
Crooked
sequel.
Kingdom?
Yeah, I don't have that one. But I also am just like I kind of gave up on YA because I stopped being able to get into it as much. So I have a
Yeah.
few that I still want to get to, but I just don't read as much YA anymore.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
yeah. I like it every now and then I'll find something that I like or that I'm interested in, but usually I'm just not as can't
Drawn
get
to
hooked
it.
as much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is Brody reading?
Yeah. What are you reading? Tell us.
Tell us your
I
wisdom.
got 17% in, which was nice. I'm not a really um fast reader or anything, but I love novellas because you're always like reading a little bit and then it's like, oh, you're 17% in.
Yeah. It's always nice to be able to move quickly. That's what
Yeah.
I like about this is I feel like it's going really fast because it's a
Mm-hmm.
comic book. I think it's a comic book or is it a graphic novel? I think it's a comic. But
What time is it where everyone is? Am I the only one in bed? I mean, I am on a bed, but I'm not going to bed because it's 4:41 p.m. here.
it is 5:42. And okay, Earthlings by Sayaka
Earthlings by
Murata.
Sayaka Murata.
Ooh, Bias Breaker readathon. Ooh, I haven't heard of the Bias Breaker readathon. Now I'm curious. I feel like I need to be more in the loop. I've been kind of out of the loop this month, this year, but this month especially, even though it just kind of started. Is it already the middle
Same.
of the month?
Same.
It's going so quick. It's almost Christmas. But is it good? Are the books
Almost.
that
I mean,
everyone's
10 days,
reading?
11 days in.
Yeah, we're really close
I
to
know.
Christmas.
It is almost Christmas. What is happening?
It's wild. Is everyone enjoying what they're reading? because I kind of am, but I'm also like,
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Are you enjoying your reads?
yeah. I feel like I kind of am with mine, but I feel like I always some comic books. It feels like I'm always like missing certain things, and so I have to go back and like rescan a little bit here and there because it's just like the continuity. It's a little bit
Oh,
harder.
okay.
It's harder to get a grasp on sometimes. Ooh, a little sketch.
Mm.
I love trying to dive into that sketchiness. It's like, is it
Yeah.
a bad sketch? Interesting.
Okay, do you DNF books, or are you the kind of person who has to finish everything they start?
So if I DNF something, I usually am planning at some point to come back to it, but it also depends on why I DNF it. So like sometimes I'll
Oh.
DNF something because like if it has like a specific trigger of mine that I can't read, then I'll DNF and I won't come back usually, but occasionally I will. It depends. Or if it's just unreadable, then I'll get rid of it
Yeah.
sometimes. But a lot of times I try to stick with it, but I don't have like a personal rule with it at all. So
Mm.
let's see.
Interesting.
Haven't read much at all the last few weeks. This week haven't read anything but audiobooks. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been
Exactly.
like I've always had an audiobook going this month. Like this year, I've had like a physical and then an audiobook going at all times. But like the past couple of weeks, I haven't been listening to my audiobooks because I've been re-listening to my album over and over again. Because because one, it's exciting, but two, I'm like, anytime I make something and I put it out, I'm like let me re-examine it over and over again, so that way I can like go ahead and criticize it myself, so I can be ready for any criticisms I receive. Because that's healthy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad. I do it with YouTube videos too. I rewatch them over and over and over again because otherwise I'm like, okay, let me catch any bad thing that happened here, so that way I can be ready for any criticism I
Yeah,
experience.
same. Same, I do that. And I don't even I think the only one I got, and it was this year, which was weird. Before I privated, no, I didn't private anything. Before I deleted all my previous or my pre 2020 videos, I
Mm-hmm.
had a video up on magical realism. I think it was 2 years ago that I did it, and I was doing recommendations, but they were all suggestions because I hadn't read any of them. So
Yeah.
I was like, these are more like suggestions. And somebody this year replied to it being like, quoting me like, oh, I haven't read most of these. That's where someone should immediately click off this video. And I'm like, this video is over 2 years old, but okay.
People are so I I don't know. Like I feel like in a lot of places I get annoyed by comments, but YouTube comments are always the most annoying to me. Like when they're
Yeah.
not when they're like thoughtful or when they're nice or whatever, but like sometimes they're just annoying. Like I made a video recently and it was just basically giving me the ability to rant about whatever I want because I was in a mood,
Oh.
and then someone comments on it and they're like, wow, you have a lot of anger. And then under that they commented in horrible taste. And I'm like, okay, you're right about the anger part. But also I was like, what am I giving you that makes you want to say I have horrible taste? Because I couldn't think of anything that I'd said in there except for I said I wanted to fight Stephen King. So I'm guessing that that's where it came from because Stephen King stands
Yeah,
are just
probably.
there's something else. But
Yeah. I remember when I posted my video of reacting to the excerpt for the Ballad of Songbirds, Snakes and Songbirds, whatever, the new Hunger Games one. And I was like, well, I don't really know. And I remember saying, like, isn't Haymitch the first one who wins the Hunger Games in that's from District 12? And people were in the comments like, no, he's actually second. He's actually second. Like, okay, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I read them a
wanna
long
show
time
you.
ago.
They just want to show you how much they know about Hunger Games. They're very proud of it.
Exactly. Yeah, that, and I also got a bunch of comments telling me that I was close-minded because I wasn't really into the dark descent of
Was it
Snow, and I
Frankenstein?
was like, okay.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the book, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, for a second, and I'm like,
No, I haven't read that one, but I want to.
I have it on my shelf, and I keep wanting to read it, but it's so slow to get into. But I also really love Frankenstein
Mm,
because I reread it
me
like
too.
all the time, and I'm just like,
It's such a good book. Like it's just
yeah,
so good. It's such a good book. And I really want to read that book. And I love that cover because I think it's so weird, but I think
yeah.
it's so like, I don't know. It speaks to me. The cover speaks to me.
The texture, okay, so this is weird, but like the texture of the cover is very different, like the way it feels, and that even more because the way it feels is weird. I don't know. I want to read it. I just keep
Ooh.
not getting to it. One of these days, maybe next year. So I was trying to think if that a song. Is that a song? Next year. I can't remember. Sometimes I'll say something and I'm like, I feel like that's a song.
I break
Uh,
into song all the time. Very poorly, but I do it.
I'll make it my own little dumb songs. Like I'm
You
putting
don't need
away
to
my
do
books.
that.
Just dumb things like that. All
Me
right,
too.
let's
Oh my god.
try. Hmm?
No, it's just no nothing. I just remember that a musical movie comes out today on Netflix, and I meant to message a friend. So after these sprints, I'm messaging a friend so that we can watch it together.
Perfect. Let's see. How long should we do? A longer or shorter? Or the same.
I'm cool either way.
Okay, let's do.
You
Get
pick
my
the
little.
cutest one.
That's what I'll do.
Whichever is the cute one, we can
I
do it.
really like. Um, I really like the oily ones that the one I just did, which was like kind of acrylic paint looking. But I also like these jellyfish ones. So let's go with the jellyfish.
Okay.
They're just very peaceful. Okay, let's see if I can get my timer started. Let's see. It always is a whole process every time to like share the tab and all this stuff on here. Okay.
Yes, Feli. Yes. Prom. The prom. Yes. I'm
What?
excited about that movie.
Oh, I didn't know it was coming out as a movie. That was the only Broadway show I've ever seen.
Did you like
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we got to go see it. So at BookCon last year, Penguin Teen basically was giving out tickets to certain people. And my friend Sarah from Novel Serendipity got one of the they reached out to her when we're gonna let her go and bring people. So she brought me and our friend Leah and Justin from Ghost Reader, and we all got to go see the prom, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
That's
And
amazing. I can't wait to watch the movie.
yeah, no, it's gonna be good. They also made a book. Yeah, that's how they did it.
Yeah.
'Cause they made a book out of it. That's what it was. All right, let me. Oh, is it gonna work? Yes. Okay, so I'm doing a 20-minute timer. It's got jellyfish on it. And I think I might, no, I'm gonna continue reading this one. Sometimes I like switch books in the middle, like between sprints, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just finish one. I'm gonna complete something for a change. So,
Okay.
yep. All right, see you back in 20 minutes.
Alrighty.
Hello. So, I finished this thing, so that's good.
You
I
finished already?
something though. I'm just excited. I finished something. Yeah, I finished with that one. When I started A Christmas Carol, so that's exciting. I got to rate this thing somehow. I always have to do my like Goodreads immediately after, so I can keep up with what I've done. Like forget to
Yeah,
put
no,
dates on stuff.
I can relate. I usually never keep the start date just because sometimes I DNF books all the time even though I don't mean to. Like sometimes I forget I'm reading the
Yeah.
thing and um
Mhm.
so I just click how do I say it? Save it as read when I'm done
Yeah.
reading it, but sometimes I forget.
Hmm. I only put the dates on it because what will happen is at the end of the year when I'm trying to like figure out my top books of the year, I like can't figure out where to started. So that's no good for anyone. Like I was just looking because I was trying to figure out my top for 2020 and I found 4 because I thought one of these I read like last year and it's just because this year has been so long. It was this year, but it feels like it was like way last
Yeah.
year.
I keep forgetting I've read some of the books. Like I don't even remember why I was looking at the books that I've read so far this year and I was like, oh, that was this year, huh?
Hmm.
It's been rough.
Yeah, no, it's been bad. And time has been so weird because so much stuff has happened and then so much stuff has been canceled and it's just like it's been a weird year. But
It has been.
I'm glad I finished something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Yeah, you. I got to 30%. 30% mark.
That's good. Especially because
Mm-hmm.
like you said it's did you just start today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that's good. I have like several things. I thought about diving into this one next because it's like a little novella and it's just really pretty. And so I was like,
Ooh.
maybe I'll jump into this one because it's supposed to be like a gothic kind of read, which I love. So if it ends up being good, I might use it for my book club. But I don't know.
Mhm.
Let's see. We shall see. But um, do you want to do another sprint, or do you want to? Let's see. What is Aaron process?
Oh, I have that one. Is it good?
I think I've
I
never heard of
love
that.
Liana. She's so sweet.
I don't think I've heard of that one before.
It's a historical fiction romance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like to know if it's good, if it's being enjoyed. Let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us. Tell us what you think of it.
Um, I was gonna ask if you wanted to do another sprint or if you wanted to call it or not. It's up to you.
I can do another short sprint, like another 20 minutes, because I have
Yeah.
to I think we have to go grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Let me see if I can find one.
So yeah, 20 or 30 minutes is fine. Yeah.
Here's a wintry one, I think. That's nice. Okay.
Ooh.
Here, let me expand this one and I'll add it to our stream. Okay. There we go. I found another 20-minute one. So for this one, I'm gonna try and see if I can. I can't decide if I want to do a Christmas Carol or not. No, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to jump into this one and see how far I can get. So, all right. I
Okay.
guess I will see everyone back in 20 minutes.
Right.
Hello again. How far did she?
Okay.
I got to page 30 in this new book I started. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just my dog is here and she's moving things around. Why? Why are you doing that?
Cute.
I switched because I forgot I had a blog tour post today.
Oops.
And I haven't read the book. Fortunately, it's a poetry book, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And I got to page 26.
Nice.
Yeah. So did you read what was it that you read instead of?
It's called Fly Away, and it's by Kathleen Jennings.
Oh.
I don't remember what it was that made me pick this up. It was probably the cover. The cover's gorgeous. But
Yeah.
yes, so that's what I've been trying to read. But my bandmates kept sending text messages while I was trying to read, so it kept buzzing over here, and I was like having a really hard time focusing because it just kept buzzing. I was like, "How dare you!" But
I know it's hard concentrating.
it's very mysterious so far. So
Ooh,
yes.
that's fun. This one has already this. I have it on my iPad because it's on PDF,
Mm-hmm.
and it's speaking to me. Hi, Candy, I love you. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. And it's really speaking to me. It's like self-love, but also like heartbreak.
Yeah,
So it's really good.
that's awesome. It's always good to find like
Yeah.
some. You said it's poetry. It's always nice to
Yeah,
find good poetry. I haven't read any in a long time. It
I
seems
agree.
like.
Yeah, no, me
Actually, I read some
neither.
in September. I think that was the last time. It was like horror poetry. Yes.
Ooh, spooky. The last time I read, I think it was from the collection of
Mm-hmm.
Edgar Allan Poe's poetry back in, I don't know, I think that someone hosted a 24-hour readathon and I read it
I think
for
that
that.
I love Edgar Allan Poe. I have like several things up there. I have like this little collection of books that they were at the
Mhm.
library at work, and then they were sizing down some things for this move, and no one ever checked those out. So it's like
Oh.
six different books. And they're like nice old editions, and then it has like stamped on the
Ooh,
sides
cool.
psychiatric hospital on all of them because that's where it came from. And I'm like, well,
Oh.
I guess it just adds to the vibe, I guess. But
Whoopsie. Yeah, that's fun. I like we don't have, well, if we do, I don't know them, and they're not really stacked with books in English, which is how I keep the language alive because I haven't taken a class in English
Mhm.
since before high school. So by reading and watching things in English is how I keep
Yeah,
my practice and also with BookTube. But they opened a small shop. I guess the closest thing I can compare it to, it's like a bodega, but it's not really a bodega. It's
yeah, like a
like a
convenience store.
7-Eleven, but
Hmm.
it's a local business, so it's a family business.
Hmm.
Yeah, convenience store. Thank you. And the person who owns it, his dad passed away this year, and so he was getting rid of some of his books and he was selling them. So I was like, oh, let me grab one if any of them interest me. And I got an Isabel Allende one, which is underneath the laundry that I haven't put back in its place. But yeah,
So that, gosh, I've been so,
and I love them
yeah, that's
because they're
great. Like, it's so, I wish I could learn, like, I feel like if I tried to learn a different, like, language at this point, I wouldn't have anywhere to practice very well. So I learned ASL, and I know I'm not fluent, but I know enough to like have
Mhm.
conversations and things like that. And so the only way I can really practice is by either going to community events, which aren't really happening as much right now, and like watching like people, do like videos in ASL, like book reviews in ASL, or
Yeah.
TikTok honestly has been like the best way for me to like continue practicing because I can see people do songs and there's a lot of deaf creators on there and stuff like that. So that's
I love people who do the ASL translation.
yes, they're so much fun. Like that's how I started practicing more is making some of those and then just finding deaf creators that make them so I can learn and try to improve that way, which it's helped a lot. But yeah, it's really nice
Yeah.
practice. But I feel like I was overall pretty productive during this, so that's nice.
Me too. Me too. I love this. I've never been a part of this except for the one that Ari hosted during Latinx Heritage Month. And I
Yeah.
love these. These make me read so like focused and also like my family does not read. My grandma reads the Bible and that's it. But
Mhm.
everyone always like assumes that I'm not doing anything, or if they're, like, oh, it's just reading, let's bother her. So with this, it's like, oh no, Paola is doing a live show. Everyone be quiet. Don't bother her. So I'm gonna do more of these.
That's a good way to get them to kind of give you some space and some time.
Yeah,
Gosh,
exactly.
yeah. I find them it's helpful because I have such a hard time focusing, but then also when there's like a timer on the screen, I can look up and be like, okay, that's all I have left. Let's keep reading. We only have this
Yeah,
much time left.
yeah, they're really good, like focus sprints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that have been doing them more regularly. I usually only do them when there's a readathon, except for I did some during election day because I was like, I need
Oh,
a distraction because it was very stressful.
yeah.
So I did some on that
More.
day just for the positive distraction. But
Ooh,
yeah.
fun. I'm gonna have to do them more often.
hmm And I think there's some people. I think Ashley from Bookish Realm has been doing them more often.
Mhm.
Alana has been
Ooh,
doing them
okay.
more often. There's a few people more. But yeah. So yeah, no, if you like them, you can always just like look up, reading sprints or whatever in the or productivity sprints, and there's usually a lot of people that'll be doing them. Um,
Yes. We'll
yeah.
definitely be a part of those more often.
But thank you for joining me. I guess I'm gonna sign off now so I can go. I haven't eaten supper. I've been eating Cheez-Its
Oh.
because I haven't eaten supper. I think
Okay,
it's
yeah. Enjoy your meal.
absolutely. And thank everybody for coming. Check out
Thank you for
Paola's
coming.
channel. And I think I put a link to it in the comments, but I'm going to put one in the description also. So if anyone, needs to find you, they can and all that good stuff. But thank you for joining us. Hopefully
Thank
we'll have
you.
some more. The Shorty Shuffle is going until next, what is it? What was the day? I can't remember. 22nd? Is that how long it was
Next
for?
week, yeah.
Or is it? I'm bad at dates.
Until
So
the
yeah,
end of next week, I
end
think.
of next week. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Emma. I'm glad you're popping in. But thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're just signing off.
The
So
20th.
20th. That's what it is. So the short shuffle is going through the 20th. So you got plenty of time to join if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a bunch of, this is a great time to read like your comic books, your graphic novels, your novellas, your shorter books, just so you can stack up some reading time before the end of the year and all that good stuff. So I hope you join us. And I think our Twitter is just Shorty Shuffle. I think that's the tag.
Yes.
See if I can find it really quick. I'll put the link to that in here also, just because I think it
Yep.
would be good for people to find it. There we go. Oh, if anyone wants to join us, they can, because you have plenty of time to do so.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but that's all. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna head
Yes.
out and all that good stuff. So bye.
Bye.